What up,
Yeah.
Mimo?
All good, man. How are you, bro?
I'm doing okay. You uh I haven't actually talked to you in a long time, man. How's your journey to payout going? You still fighting for that or
I've got one payout, but I ended up fucking up the account afterwards. So now now passing doesn't seem to be the issue. It's maintaining an account. So at least we've moved from not being able to pass to passing left, right, and center. That's one step closer, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's good. I'm glad to hear
Dude, I'm
that
like
you're able
long
to
here, Mimo.
get that.
Thanks, bro. Um, Let me have a look, bro. Uh, yeah,
Yeah, I'm putting my
it looks
order
all
in
right, bro.
for I'm putting my order in for here. Like,
Was that a 30-minute half candle back test there we just got? So on the 30-minute, it looks like you got a halfback. Yeah, beautiful. To the dot halfback on the 30-minute.
yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get this, but I'm not gonna chase it.
Did you get filled?
Nah, nah.
Ah, you bastard.
I put it in after the green close, but I wouldn't be surprised to see it come down a bit. It just does it. Do I put it there now? Move my stop to the low? Yeah, that's
You see how tricky
acceptable.
this is, though? You see this is chop, bro.
Yeah.
Previous day low on the ES, still not taken, bro. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. Close that close should be really good.
Yeah, we're at the open though, remember?
What do you mean?
The open, we're not that far off the open
So New
isn't
York Open, one
New
sec.
York did, yeah.
New York Open, like we are. Hey Ava, you're right. Uh, New York Open, we are right now from where we are now, bro. We're down 1% almost, 233 points, 940 ticks. That's a lot, bro.
Fuck, it's volatile, isn't it?
Yeah.
See if I can get in a
So how's
bit
that close should
higher.
be good today.
I want to get in here. Yeah, yeah. Oh wait, I'll just use this account. This can be like the new live streaming account.
Is that one of your fresh ones?
Yeah, literally brand new, dude.
What's your risk on it? What are you using? Two
I'll
minis,
do
one TP,
I'll do a
or one.
K. I'm probably gonna get stopped. I'll do a K either way. So a K take profit, a K loss. Yeah, that coming down to stop me, but I can't move it too soon.
Do 500,
Oh, yeah.
500 so you get more trades, bro. Because then if you get a few in a row wrong, you're blown.
Yo, Mimo,
Oh,
what oh go ahead. Go ahead, Nick.
oh no, it's fine. Yeah, gap
Shit.
down. It's gonna stop me. Try and get out of that.
Yeah, that's be
Look at
joining
it.
up. What's that?
I was gonna ask you what prop firms are you using? And
You know what?
how many funded accounts do you have?
I'm only using ETF and Fidias at the moment
Oh,
because I got to pay
ETF.
out from ETF, no dramas. I'm hearing loads of shit with prop shop. I don't like what they're saying, bro.
Wait, for ETF?
I got paid on them.
Um, Infidious. So you have fundeds on both of those?
I have funded on at the moment only ETF. I blew my fucking Fidias.
Dude, that just
Well,
TP'd.
on ETF isn't I found that ETF is that's like the most expensive activation fee and their consistency sucks. Like you have to have a 20% consistency or some bullshit, right?
No, it's like I think it's 30.
Really?
I haven't had any troubles with their consistency. So like I can get 100, 1,000 and
A
say
long area
1,500
here.
in a day. Are you longing again here?
You know, I'm just saying if anyone's trading, you got a node here, that's nice. I mean, you could long here, stop here, and TP there. It wouldn't be horrific. Oh, I probably would, but yeah, there you go, you TP'd.
Nice, good long. I didn't take it as a good long. I'm gonna leave it until fucking springy because I got like 800 and something, so I'm happy with that. I'm gonna wait for hose that close.
You could take this as well.
You get
Short
TP.
here. You could short here and take the high as the stop and try and get it back down to here. Another option. Third option's up here somewhere. I don't know how to get there though. And then fourth is up here with the previous day POC. And you got A sessions up there as well. And then you've got the 7.5 is like down here somewhere. I think this should, as long as we don't fly down on the 30-minute open, this could be okay. No, it's just a chop, isn't it? We've sort of put in an SD flip of like this area, but it's just messy.
30-minute rejection of 8 EMA on the 30. Yeah.
I can't
Yeah, I'm
see
sending you a picture,
Discord.
bro. Sorry, look at the chat. See their consistency. It's not the worst. See, that was mine. So the only crosses I got that don't qualify for consistency is literally the days that I did peanuts on.
Yeah, if this is rejected off the 30, I kind of like this,
wow.
like this area. Maybe like here. Got some big imbalances. I think I've got shorts. Where was my short earlier? I think it's here. I think it's there. I'm gonna leave that open. This
You
is
guys
gonna be
catch any runners on the New York Open all the way down to that naked
No.
value area low?
No, you know what? I shorted the absolute fucking top of that. I shorted 96, and I got 300 from one micro, and then I closed it. But if I left it, would have been like 800.
Jesus Christ! You had one mini at 96. If you held it all the way down there,
one micro, and I held it for $300.
Bro, I had two minis like halfway, and I closed.
Oh, so you held it for like 600 ticks?
It was about that. It was.
Dude, I had two minis at 300. Short, and I breaked even.
Oh, that VWAP, the daily VWAP short.
I was just going off the 8 EMA.
I guess it was 8 EMA daily VWAP. Yeah, that's crazy.
I traded like shit, mate, to be honest, like the last couple of days.
Yeah, today I traded like ass because the volume wasn't there. How I trade is completely and totally off volume, and so everything was fucked because there's like half the people were on H6 and half the people are on Z5.
I never get that. Like, I never really
I have no idea
look at volume.
That
I just don't look at. I don't even look at order flow anymore. Like, I don't look at a candle and be like, yeah, that's good volume. Like, reference to what? Like the previous candles?
Well, I
when
have.
you say volume, are you just comparing like a benchmark that you like to see for New York Open or New York?
Well, I trade with volume candles, and then I mainly look at volume on the 5-second and 10-second. So I look at CVD and all of that, and I've looked at the 5-second volume enough to know kind of what the average volume of a 5-second candle should be as the New York, as time goes on within the New York Open. And and so when we get to key levels, I look for volume reactions at those key levels. And if like we're coming down to some type of low point, or if we sweep a low or something like that, I'm looking at the volume to see when do the big buys step in. And then I'll try to long around like when that happens. But recently, ever since since Nick was talking about his like no indicator, no whatever, just like straight up. Well, I don't even know what you'd call it, the style. But you just like go off of what you're looking at.
Structure, really.
Yeah, structure. So I started to look at like candle structure a little bit more now and started to try to figure out engulfing, like when we get to key levels, like do we print engulfing
Yeah,
candles? What does that
yeah.
mean to help me
Do
like
we
switch my
sweep the
bias?
liquidity at the top with a wick and then close below? You know.
Yeah, stuff like that. Because sometimes the volume doesn't tell the story, and so in order for me to hopefully, get the correct bias, I need to. If the volume is not telling me the story, then I need to look at the candle structures and stuff.
I'm
If you
doing it
look at
here.
today, for example, there was not. You say there's not much volume, but the ATR has been really good. It's like fucking volatile.
Well, it's as far as the actual volume of each one of the candles, it's literally lower because half of the volume is on Z and half the volume is on H. Um, and so usually where you
Yeah.
would get like bearish and bullish absorptions on the CVD, or sometimes the candles would have like 5-second candle would have, you know 250 or 300 volume
Oh,
with.
dude, I got slipped. Look. Do you see that?
Holy shit. So yeah, it just wasn't a good day because the volume was not all concentrated on
Yeah,
on the
everyone's
Z or
saying
H
there is
axis.
volume though. But I don't know how you check that, but there is volume. Everyone's saying.
Fuck me. Too
Yeah,
much. Go
because
back
I
up there.
guess if you added up the volume on Z and H, I guess in theory it would be normal.
It'll be like a normal day.
It's gonna
Yeah, I
come
think
down
so. I think so. Yeah,
pretty. I don't know if I should
because we
send
did
it
have
like in these
right.
wicks.
We had a lot of movement today. I mean, from the high of the New York Open down to the low of that
Okay, yeah,
naked
we'll go
value
for it.
area, dude, that's 1,500 ticks.
Yeah,
And then
big
from that
moves.
bounce up to the daily VWAP, that's 900 ticks. And
Yeah,
so, yeah, there's definitely a lot of movement. But
Nick, are you in profit?
No, 32. But I mean that last one. I don't know if you saw
That's
that. Like
that.
it literally
Yeah,
didn't fucking enter me. So, and I'm not sure if I wanted to short here. I was looking at here. I should have just fucking shorted here, man. But eh. Yeah, so now this is probably going to get entered. Looks like it's going to get stopped, right? Because it's just too aggressive. Um, I'm just banking on that some of these buys are still going to be here to get me a 1-to-1. That's about it, really. And like it would have, what if I missed out on that? Literally, what is that? Hardly nothing, like a point, 2 points. Yeah, do you see that? Like it's so easy to do. Um, you can see people are buying here. Just way simple on this. Like you can see you've come up half buck of 30. Someone's bought that, someone's bought here, so I'm just hoping it comes down to here and I can just get a 1-to-1. And they just didn't get me in. But I think the important thing to do for me, like for this strategy now, is not chase. Because I could.
yeah.
I
Right.
Oh, I've filled on something. I could just do that now and try and get in, but
Because as soon as you start chasing it, it flips around, and it's like, fuck, I just
yeah.
got in at the worst
So I
possible
think
entry.
I'm in on. Oh shit, that hasn't even got a TP up. That needs to fucking get TP'd. Like ASAP. If I get stopped on this dude without taking a TP, I'm gonna be pissed. There you go. Nice. So that was keep switching. That was literally just this trade. The short was there. Stop was there. That was that. I'm gonna get
Nice.
all on,
Yes.
dude.
What's good, bro?
Oh, Austin's here. What's going on? Where's Mark?
Lads,
Should
lads,
ask.
lads.
There's someone at Mark. I'm in. Those. Why are those like that? Those shouldn't be like that. That goes there. That goes. Yeah, that's stopping me. was like that. Oof, just I might get out of this though. In fact, 130. Yeah, I'm getting out of that.
Yeah.
Where's Mark?
That's how I feel.
Yeah, this might go, but like it's a lot nicer when it shouldn't come all the way down to there. Like I'm banking on these guys, so if price comes down and is now under them, it's more likely that they might close out these positions, or the algos might just switch. So yeah, get out.
So what are you anticipating? A move back up?
Yeah. Well, it's from what you said, right? Like you said you said this bounce here, this candle. You said this is the half back of the 30, right? Do you remember that?
Yeah, correct.
And like we've come up, no, like that's aggressive.
And taking the high of the 30,
Yeah.
but then
So
that was, like Ava said, straight into the 8 EMA on the 30.
I've only got these charts both. I've got a 30 on the ES and I've got a 1 minute. I won't look at anything else. But this was like there the whole time, right? That
Yeah,
was like there before the comeback down.
happened. Yeah,
And then the whole time I had this one on.
that one. Yeah, on the top.
I had this one. And then I moved it down to here.
Yeah.
And then the 30 opened and then I moved it down to here. And that one TP'd, so you can see they're still buying here, but you haven't really got a big bias. Like if we say price now comes straight back up to here, this level, without taking any significant lows, like the likelihood it's gonna move a little bit, or they could still be there. The 24 might be a good trade there. I'm not taking any of these, by the way. But that's
A
basically it,
lot of
right?
gaps. It feels like we're trading Asia, bro. All these gaps on the 1 minute. You seeing it? Don't
I'm
normally
just
have these
looking at
many gaps in
trade.
between the candles.
That's crazy. Just
It's like
TP
Asia.
again. Yeah.
I'm just waiting for that previous day low to get taken on them.
Yeah,
Yes,
this runner would have been nice, wouldn't it?
that'd have been lovely, that one.
Let's get you on the other screen. So yeah, next play now is gonna be this. Actually, let's go back. Colin Phibbs, mate, makes your charts so messy. See what that is. It's gonna be down here, I think. So that would have TP'd as well, by the way. There's two trades that I've got break even that would have TP'd.
If your best day is $1,000 and they're asking you for 230, that's reasonable. I found their consistency rules are quite easy to follow.
Oh god, this might be a big stop. Yes,
Are you in it?
is. No, I'm just prepping in case we come down. Like if we come down quickly, this is the 30-minute. This is a 30-minute zone.
And you're basing that on the 30-minute, the width of the 30.
Yeah, it's the halfback, like quite a big order block. fact, I should do this with a funded account because
What's the
right.
trade idea there?
So go on the 30-minute and pull a fib on the wick of the low of the day,
On
and
the
that's the
30, yeah?
and it's the
Okay, let me pull
50%,
a.
but it's also quite a cool number.
Okay, I
So
follow you. I follow you. I follow you. So you're looking at 25.50 ideally for an entry.
yeah, I'll go in at 52 just in case it front runs it.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Just keep your eye on ES though, because if the PD low hasn't been taken, it might keep on going down. So be careful.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
Keep your eye, because that's really annoying me because it's like it hasn't taken it yet.
Right here, let's get the 1 minute on. Fuck the 5. Zoom in. ES is just so bricky. It fucking sucks. So that was a great short. I called that one, but I didn't take it. I quite like here as well, not gonna lie. For previous day value low, I'm gonna put one in for here. I want to put my stop there, but it's wide.
Nice. That was a good short.
But yeah, I didn't take it, dude. I just
You
said it
just
was
see
a
the
short.
EMAs, it's just respecting them nicely. That's
Yeah,
literally what I've been taking, these little trades, and it's like I've been doing like 2 micros, TP1 like $10, $15, and then put their stop loss to entry and let the other one run.
it's a brand new 5 minute. Yeah. Right, like that. Oh, man, too slow. Come on. Stop. Near enough have an upper wick as well. That was
I
perfect.
missed what you tried to do there. What we trying to do? Long this.
Yeah, because I saw it come and take this and then close above. So I was like, maybe if I get it around here, and I saw it open, auction down. Hasn't got, look, it's now it's doing it. So there you
No, I
go.
was doing it. Yeah,
That would have been like TP, right? But it's just come down too far.
tiny bit
I'll
too
try.
far in it.
I'll try again. Maybe like here.
1 sec. Give me a second, bro.
Yeah, it's
John, babe,
flying.
you started cooking yet?
Looks like we're gonna get in here.
Guys, I'm gonna help the wifey quickly cook and eat. So hopefully I'll be back within an hour for power hour, or at least the end of the market before it closes. I'm gonna
You
trade
did.
the hose in it.
Mark
I'm
should
gonna
be
stay
here
on
soon.
mute it. I'll be back. Yeah.
Okay.
Message me if you need anything.
Yeah, I'm just
Cool,
gonna
guys.
keep doing this till we're in. See what happens. I knew that was a good long though. That's the thing. I'm gonna put you here so I can get Discord up.
Nick, treat this like you were doing on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, we're doing well. 240 at the moment.
Good man. Good man. I'll see you guys in a bit.
Yes. We're in the long as well. Now that's gonna stop me. See, it's so aggressive. Too aggressive. Oh, don't slip me, please. So we've got one. You heard that, Mimo or anyone? Like the order filled.
Yeah, we can hear that.
How can you hear that? Any ideas how I stop that? Do I actually have to just turn it off on this?
I think if you reshare your screen, but just don't share your audio, is that possible? Audio. Let me see.
It's got like video and voice settings.
I think you can mute stream audio. I think. Like when you go to share your screen, you can click the little gear icon and then there's this thing that says mute stream audio. So maybe that is what you would have to uncheck.
So it could
Or
get
keep
really
checked.
annoying. Mark's gonna jump in here and I think if it's still going, it could get really annoying.
Well, open up like a YouTube video or play some music and I'll let you know if I can hear the music. And then you can try to reshare your screen where you check that little setting and see if it'll actually mute your stream.
And listen to an absolute tune. Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear that.
Oh, it's such a tune as well.
So
Like
then
the
now try to reshare your screen and click on that mute stream audio and then try to play the music and then we'll see.
I think Ava's saying I can turn it off on this, but
Oh, you want to turn it off on the deep chart?
no, because then I guess it's not as good then, because then um like every time I play anything. All right, so I've got share your screen
Yeah, then in the lower right corner there
settings.
should be a gear icon and you should be able to
Oh
click on that
yeah,
mute.
dude, I need to get on this influencer grind, dude.
And
Let's try
then
now.
yeah, try to play the music again and I'll tell you if I can hear it.
Yeah, I'm so.
No, I can't hear shit.
Oh, such a good song as well.
What is it? Nation Unknown T 10 10
It's like
10?
British grime. Oh, this gets me so hyped.
What is the song called again? Because I just type in 1010 and a bunch of anime shit comes up. What is the name? Notion.
You're gonna hate it, dude. You're gonna hate it.
No, you remember I listened to UK Garage, or
Oh yeah,
Garage, or
you like it then, yeah.
Garage, or whatever the hell you guys say it.
Garage
Garage.
shit. Right. It's just really bad quality. But next level is this. Realistically, this just looks dangerous right now. Or even that 820. What does that look like here? That looks like the 8 EMA. Shorts are definitely in the cards, but I wouldn't be surprised to see this defended somewhere in here. Other than that, I think it's pretty washed.
So crazy to me watching this music video for it, and then also like looking at rap and hip hop culture around the world, and just how American influenced everything is as far as rap and hip hop. Because it's like the guy's got the chain, he's got the car, like all rapping about money and all this other shit. And it's like this is just America in the UK or America in China or whatever the fuck. Have you seen like Chinese rappers?
Yeah, it's like exactly the same, right?
It's like you have these Chinese
Actually,
people just acting like they're from the hood in America or some shit. I'm just like, this is just a straight ripoff. Not that it's bad or anything, but it's just so funny because it's like you're not American, dude. Like, what's going on here?
ooh, bullish. I don't. This is too chopped up for me to short unless we go all the way up here.
I mean, we're just going sideways, right?
Yeah, it's like chopping down. I still think we're gonna come down. Um, but
Yeah.
it doesn't look like it feels like I'll be borderline gambling, to be honest. Like, yeah, I could short up here. Um, like, yeah, I could long down there. That's actually a great long because you can see, look how the volume absolutely tapering off there. There's hardly nothing down here. Great long. There was the short. It's there.
Bro, that's 10-10.
Yeah, I don't know why. It came up on my thing the other day. I thought it was pretty cool.
The 10-10 song.
Yeah.
I like
I
that
don't
song. I like the UK accent on uh hip hop, but I really love the UK garage.
another bang short.
All right,
This anchored
I'm
view
gonna
up
get a
could be
little bit of
cool.
studying in, and then maybe is Mark doing the power hour today?
Yeah, you're supposed to be here now. That's the only reason I'm here.
Yeah,
But he's fucking not. He's
he's
probably
probably
just
asleep
tilted.
still.
He's probably tilted and blown all his accounts.
Huh.
Oh,
Well,
dude, look at that.
I guess you're the new Mark now. Then
Nah.
soon, soon.
Yeah, I want to be better than him.
All right. Well, I gotta do some studying and shit. So maybe I'll try to be back a little bit later.
Yeah, catch you a bit, dude.
Good luck.
I'm here till
See you.
9.
Who the hell is that? Oh, Zoom. All right. See you.
Maybe it's less aggressive. Hey, Adam. Dude, how are you?
How's it going?
Oh, hey, Dad.
Hello, son.
Going, dude, it's definitely
Are you
going.
are you making Dad proud today?
Ah, dude.
Go
No,
to your room.
Asia was, oh, mate, Asia was just the worst, dude.
Was it?
It's just
Doesn't look
going
too
up.
bad. Looks like it was trending, dude.
Dude, yeah, exactly. The wrong way.
Mhm.
I'm doing my the YouTube shit. I think I'm also recording, but I can't see anyone's faces. I'm just recording this thing, this stream.
How's everyone feeling?
Mimo, he was here.
Oh, sweet. I'm here for signals anyway. Hit me up, Mimo.
Oh, Mimo, he's
Austin,
making,
how you going, man?
because he's a house husband, he's making dinner. So,
Oh, is he?
yeah. Yeah, he's just, I think he's got his headphones in. He's not allowed to talk to us past 7 o'clock.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's in a
Mimo.
band. Yeah, he's banned. I get it though, like I get it. He was telling me he had a really bad day today. Not
No.
trading. The Sainsbury's ran out of fresh bread, so yeah, he had to get them from somewhere else.
Yeah, okay. Forgive me, Emmett. I'm enjoying my breakfast.
He just loves being Australian.
You're just jealous I can eat right now. How many hours you gotta wait for?
Oh yeah, good point. I'm digesting. I need to go for a run. I've got these are the levels. So we've got the order block of the 30. Alert set. We've got the 5-minute wicks here. We have got the halfback of this bad boy marked. What is this one? I don't know what this one is. All right, that's this is basically like a straight up sell off.
Man, I don't know what you're pointing at, but I don't see it on the screen. You got the right one up? You're My Funded Futures, are you?
Oh, why are you watching that one?
I don't know. What do you want me to watch? You want me to get on YouTube?
Oh, I've got the wrong stream on.
Oh,
Wait
for
there.
goodness sake.
It needs to be the entire change stream. Entire application. There we go.
Man, wasting my time. Honestly.
Got here, here, here.
Nice.
Yeah, we've taken this one.
How'd you go with the rest of the back testing on your code and all that?
Honestly, I haven't really done much at all, to be honest. What I did notice is when you're trending like this, but I think it's a bit of an optical illusion, like in hindsight, when you wick off an EMA and then print either signal, it is amazing. Like here, wick off the EMA, print lower, and it works on the way up like this, but you need to wick off it like that. This is one, but obviously it got stopped. You might have got a 1-to-1, I don't know. Yes, those wicks are pretty good.
Yeah.
From that, chill beans.
Chilling.
I longed the absolute low on Top Step, and they closed for like 3 of 200. Kind of
Okay.
bummed.
Bro said Wyckoff.
Well,
Get him, Austin. Get him.
but I tell you what is annoying is these are they're so annoying. Like having the light. I don't know how Eric does it. Feels like there's just shit everywhere. Okay, long watch. Let's go. Just put you there for the sake of it. Actually, there. Right. Which one is the stop? Okay, that's the TP. That's the stop. Attis. I got banned from Attis. Yeah, I'm not allowed an Attis subscription. I was naming my indicators inappropriate names.
I don't
Yeah,
want to
dude.
know.
Yeah. Apparently you can't name indicators inappropriate names. Well, see, this is what I hate is when the EMA is just not being an EMA. It was this whole downtrend as well. It was like perfect touch after the 8, but at the time, it wasn't a perfect touch. Oh, we're in.
I
And
didn't mind it.
we're so getting
It's a
stopped
decent
here.
short.
I think I'm going to get stopped here. Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, it's too
It's an alright
aggressive.
short. I'm surprised you
Uh,
didn't grab that one.
I longed and came $10 from a TP and then it stopped me.
Oh,
Where am I going? I think we've got another one though in here.
yeah. I really
Yeah.
feel like this is going to want to come down to the lows. Absolute. Like, so come down into,
Yeah, it's too aggressive.
yeah.
Yeah, it's coming
It's
right
just been
down.
holding. It's just been
You can
sitting here like
you can
holding for
see that
ages.
there.
Yeah.
I'll try and get
See if I can
that out.
feel it. It's a tremor in the force.
So you got that. But when it's
Doing.
really aggressive like this, what I normally do is I just pull the TP to entry and I just get straight
Mm.
out. Yeah, we haven't taken PD low on ES.
Yeah, and that kind of the B shape profile's telling me we really should. It's kind of a poor low. And so what I'm looking for is that wick into the lows here on NQ on the 30. Yeah, you've got it there too.
Yeah, that's
Is
aggressive.
that right? Do you have it there? Yeah.
This was a preset. I don't know if Ava, you were here. This was ages ago when we first started. This was the short box, the OG
Mhm.
one.
Well, that's the one I just took.
Yeah, it's a nice long as well. Options. And then what have we got over here?
Eric, that's not right, man. It's not conditioner. That looks like moisturizer. Is he in here? Oh, he is. He's just chilling on mute. He's gonna be in his truck, trading from the truck.
Should be we should definitely make a rule where we can't do that. I'm taking this.
You pulling along?
Yeah, well, it's preset. But I'm just gonna eyeball it. That looks good. See if we get more shenanigans. But the ultimate shenanigans would be just taking this low, coming to like here, and then just doing whatever it wants to do. Pretty good shenanigans as well, actually. I wonder why this was so aggressive. That's the power
Just the
open.
range, man. It's just the range. Like, look at the beautiful triangle on the 30-minute. Like, that's so nice.
God, that looks painful. Dude, like any trend traders just absolutely they want to go home.
They've found a
Different
corner and they're just
timeframes.
curled up and crying.
It's like quite long.
Why?
It's like, yeah, here's the reversal. Nope. And then it's like, yeah, there is nope. Like that is like such a bearish 30, and then you've got like such a bullish 30. There's the
Yeah.
order block as well. That's the order block long here. The 30.
Oh, the 5 didn't claim it. We've matched it, but we didn't claim.
I might get in my short position here. I like this area though. Should I pull 2? We do 2 shorts? Yeah, screw it. I don't really care. Oh god, why is that sticky? We'll go there. See what happens. Yeah. Yeah, that second one is way nicer, to be honest. Yeah, there's no upper wick. Yeah, that's getting stopped. Put it there. Yeah, that needs to get out of this position. Don't like it. Oh wait, that's not
Not
even
a
a
fan?
TP. No, and I just pulled the wrong TP in. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, not a fan. I'll just wait for this one. If it gives me it. $150. Oh, what should do it now? Well, it's even nicer now, to be fair. If it comes up like clearly there's not massive interest to keep it going. It's stalling a bit. It's just, is my limit too high up? That's the question.
Yeah, I would have gone at the base of that wick. The spinning
Yeah,
top, the bullish spinning top, I would have gone right in there. That's where my stop was for the original short though anyway, so I'm just gonna let this come up maybe a bit more. I don't mind your entry there.
yeah. It's like if they're still there, then it's
I'm-
fine. But if they're
I
not, then
might join you on that because we're trying to push up here on lesser delta. I might join you on that.
I've got it above
See if
this
we
high.
catch it. See if we catch it. Oh, we got to trade responsibly, Rives here.
Oh damn!
He's watching you too. He's not watching me.
Uh,
Guaranteed he's watching you.
I've got to go in 5 actually. I've got a thing.
A thing.
Yeah.
You got a
Thing.
thing. Yeah, right. No, he's left.
Oh,
You're
yeah?
safe now. No,
Okay, full pot.
What's up?
he's he's back.
What are you guys doing? Chilling?
Yeah.
Yeah, trade in the range.
Disgusting.
I love it. It's going good.
Bruh, who is broke to free, man?
Bro, to free.
that is a wild name. That name's wild.
Apart from that, I got this one. Showed that one. Haven't really got any
What up,
other
Ernest? Haven't
ideas.
seen you in a while, bro.
You wouldn't.
Dude, you're a robot. Well, you're a robot for me anyway.
I hope you guys
What's that?
understood why I said after I think it was a B session that you're likely going to build value. Like it just doesn't do that. Like it just won't drop from there. Like the chances of that happening is very rare. Right? Because remember, in order for like markets to continue moving, right, you need value, right? And you also need the books to either empty out in order for price to move much quicker when there is no value. So, which is why, you know, when I hear those comments, like not here, but when I read the comments, oh, volume's low. Like, gotta get that out of your head, guys. Like, all of that's irrelevant. What's more important is the ATR, right? ATR will always be important. And then, which is for those that don't understand, is the average true range, right? How much price is moving from any given moment. So you could literally be trading billions of dollars, and the ATR could be like 5, which is not much. Okay, so although volume is important in terms of value, right? As long as you're meeting the criteria of New York being open, right, and you're trading during that New York session, I think it's irrelevant as long as ATR is being ATR showing volatility, number one, and number two, you're either understanding that price is remaining in balance like it is right now, or fighting to remain in balance, really, or simply rotating or searching for value. Those are the only 3 things. Okay, so I don't know where that whole mentality came in. I mean, I'm only going to attribute it to CC because that's the only place I've ever heard anyone say it. Honestly, they're like, "Oh my gosh, the volume's low." Well, the volume's low because you're trading crypto. Like it's going to be low no matter what, right? So
I would say, like from a volume perspective, where I have found it useful is more on the micro level, not the macro level. Like for example, if we're getting ready to, like, say we were watching this VWAP, and if we were pushing into VWAP and we had some good volume spikes, right, with the breakthrough, right? So the volume confirming that there's a lot of buying activity to rip through an area of resistance or support. I like that for just short-term continuation. Other than
absolutely,
that, I don't look at it on anything else really.
yeah, absolutely. And even that plays into the statement I always say. Like, remember, I don't say these fancy catchphrases like it's a slogan, right? They make sense, right? Remember the phrase I always say, how did it get there? How is it getting there? So if you're going into VWAP and prices actually in terms of the delta is very strong positively, right? You don't short
Yeah.
it, right? You simply just wait for either a pivot to form
Yeah.
or it rolls over and traps them with a confirmed close, either at least minimum 5 minutes, right? So because if you try to trade it on the one, you may be successful, you might have a great position, but if you do it 100 times out of 100, you're probably going to lose more than half of it. And though some of those losses that are in the half 50 percentile are going to be really big losses, because the chances of it blowing through VWAP, because price is volume is increasing, positive delta is increasing into VWAP, that's not typically a trade that you want to take, right? Which is why the pattern, right? Remember, trading is all about pattern recognition, right? You look at price, you look at the pattern recognition, it is flagging in the VWAP, but is there conviction in the pattern? That is AKA, is it data supported, right? So if the volume is low and delta is weak, then it should support that pattern. So if you have all those things aligned and then you get a setup, like I've been really stressing this early because I didn't realize how big of an issue it was until I've been seeing it recently. Like, oh, I missed it. You know, what was your trigger? What caused you to short? I'm gonna make it very simple for you guys. Anyone ask me, hey, why'd you short that? I'm gonna simply say because I know where I was wrong. That's it. I'm always gonna say that. That'll be my answer every single time. So
I thought you were going to say because I pressed the yes button. Yes.
you know, like that, as long as you know where you're wrong, because I don't believe there's such a
Yeah.
thing as a terrible trade, but I do believe there is such a thing as a terribly managed trade, right? Because you know most people will tell you, hey, don't show the lows, don't show the breakouts, don't long the breakouts. I have done that multiple times, and I know that they're very good trades, right? The difference is, however, right, if somebody just chooses to enter a trade and they had no idea where they're wrong, or they keep flip-flopping in terms of, whoa, I thought I'll be wrong here, but I'll continue to add because I don't want to be red because I want to break even. Because I know some of you guys are doing that, because when I look at your trade logs, you're adding in an area where it's already invalidated and you're just hoping to get out. I'm like, what's the point? Like, there's absolutely 0 point to that. And you know, the $1,000 days I'm taking, you don't think I take losses? Come on, guys. I take losses all the time. I just manage it much better than you at this current moment. So once you learn to manage that and know where you're wrong, you're going to find yourself making better trades, making better wins, making better choices, and being more patient. And then you're going to just end up winning, right? It's just exposure over time at the end of the day. The problem is, like I said, I'm going to keep stressing it. I truly believe, I honestly believe that the majority of people that in this group, even though their TA is solid and their management's good and they understand how I trade and they're trying to implement it, they are simply waiting for like that perfect signal, right? And it will come sometimes. Like, I'll be honest with you, sometimes it's just stars are aligning and you're like, oh my gosh, is it really this easy, right? But you're waiting for like confirmation of the confirmation, you know, like that joke, like that meme that we've been sharing.
Stop.
You know, like
Stop
I'm
it.
waiting for the confirmation, right? And it's funny, and there is some truth to it, but I disagree with that 100%. I just, you know, it's more of, hey, where am I wrong when I enter here? And then second part of it is, will I accept that if I am? So if you know where you're wrong, great. Do you accept it? Meaning, like, that's something you've already factored in. Hey, if I lose this trade, it's gonna be $1,000. You know, because sometimes it's like that for me, because it's like a 5-minute invalidation. It's like $1,000. Okay, and so I asked myself, am I okay with that? And if the answer is yes, then I enter. Simple as that. Because it's not like let's say you're watching price right now and people are like waiting. It's like, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna press it right now. Like, before price is getting there, I already know where I'm thinking of entering. How many times do I have to tell you guys, like, hey, this is what I'm waiting for, guys? And then and the ones that are listening, but you know, the majority of the time they're like taking it as a signal. They'll enter the same trade, but do they really understand why I was waiting for that? Did they really? Right? And if you did, kudos to you. Right? So these setups, I'm talking about like freaking 20 steps ahead, is because I'm understanding where I want to go and where likely auctioneers are going to be in my favor. Now, I look at the level, I look at the TA, and then as soon as I get there, confirmation on the footprint. Looks good. Where am I wrong? Okay, here. Do I accept? Yes. Okay, enter. That's it. Leave it alone. Let it decide for you. You should have the stats to run the numbers to know whether you're right or wrong more often. Right? So once you guys
Good.
get that more natural, there should be no problem. But I don't know.
He's still in the short, Mark.
No,
He's
no,
always
I
in a
got out of
position.
Oh God.
it. Get out of my head, Rive. You don't know that. You have no proof.
Are you actually still in it?
No, I'm not in that short.
Alright.
No.
I
You
just
beat me,
took the
Nick.
long
Well
way.
done. You are the
That's
goat. I submit.
This is a beautiful triangle, honestly. And if it breaks to the downside,
It
it
is
should
nice.
go for the low.
Yeah,
You know,
it is
like, I'm
nice.
just saying, like, because you have to look at this as it's either the 30-minute is going to play out or that 5-minute rollover on VWAP is going to play out. One of them are going to do it. right? Because that 30-minute candle from an hour ago, right? That looks like almost like a is that bearish pattern, right? Into the previous day value area low. It's top heavy node, right, on the wick. So I mean, it's a decent pivot. It's just it would have been beautiful. It was if it was a 24. So there is a reason to go up, but honestly, I like what it's looking like. And if this 30-minute candle in 11 minutes closes in that wick, it should at least go for a double bottom for at the very least.
What about ES rivalry? It's looking
Same thing.
ES will just clean its bottom. It'll be the same, but it'll just clean
Yeah,
it.
same thing.
I was looking at ES to maybe go back up to the value area high, or at least near there, because that last 30.
Yes, like if you look at it right now, there's a bear controlled node at 87 and a bull controlled node at 77. So it's a 10-point range. So when you look at it something like that, you can look for a bear div at this point, right? Not necessarily a bull div. You can trade it at via long at around like 78, 79 if there's a 1-minute pivot and a reclaim of the trail. I'm sorry, not the trail, the cross on the 1 minute. But like I said, it's not the best trade for a long, only because you're longing in the VWAP, right? That would be the only thing. So that's why I'm more biased to the short, to the downside. Not only because I'm short bias, but even though the 30 looks like it can definitely go higher, right? You're longing in the VWAP. But let's say it just does, great. So to me, the way I look at this price action here, this is what I mean by 20 steps ahead. Like I don't have a problem shorting under 118 on NASDAQ, right? Or under 20 on ES. If that doesn't happen, right, and it does go up from here, great. I missed the long, don't care, because the short's going to be even better on VWAP, which is around 200, right, on NASDAQ. So you'll get a nice little rollover there, takes out all those local highs, give me a 5-minute pivot, and it should be good for an overall higher low into the 24 on the 30. So I already gave 2 plans there, right? And I like both, right? I have basically that's the TA level. Now I just wait for price to either show up on either of those. Then I confirm on footprint whether it has the conviction to play out. After that, I find an entry on low time frame because I'm a low time frame trader, and then I give myself an invalidation. And then if the invalidation is acceptable to my standard, I take the trade. It's literally that simple. But I don't think everyone goes all through those check boxes, right? And which is fine because you probably never knew to do that. And I think that's perfectly normal to understand. So that ES is about to approach that. Did I say 20? I meant, I'm so blind. 80. Say 80 to 78. But I'm on the old. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the ESH level right now because on footprint. That's probably why. It's 80 on ESH and then 20 on ESZ. So, but tomorrow I'm already going to roll over because I do believe continuous will roll over by tomorrow. So even right now, looking at it right here, remember what we said? It looks much better to go to the downside only because you had that bear controlled node to the upside, right? But ESH right now is defending that bull controlled node at where it's currently at, right? Which is 20 on Z, 80 on H. So whichever you guys are looking at. Once continuous is the same price as H, that's when I usually roll over. Which would be on the open after settlement today. It should be, because usually it happens on the Tuesday from what I usually gather. I mean, Austin, you know what I do, right? What I do, if it helps you, if your system can really handle it, I just have 2, right? 2 of the same thing on the tab. And I just switch over. When I feel like they're irrelevant, I turn them off by switching the window.
I might short
Because
this
I
a
on
bit.
the 1 minute I only have it for like the data is only 1 to 2 days anyway. Yes. And then wherever I trade, like you guys see my setup, right? Like my 1 minute is like in the center ish, right? I just have 2 1 minute charts. One without, one with.
See if we can get this.
Yeah, I see what you see. You want to back test up into the short to try to run lower.
Yeah, because it's closing the wicks. Too expensive for me to mark it in, but I don't know. I'm happy with that. If it stops me, it stops me, right? Yeah, the only thing is if I put it. If not, then it's going to be up here or right at the high. It's risky though, because
I
like,
prefer it to keep going. I prefer it to keep going here because to me that feels more likely than for us to actually get that double bottom play and then back up to POC
yeah,
before close.
I agree. If right, this is risky, right? Like I wouldn't.
There you go. You're going to be in.
Yeah, I'm
You're
in.
going to
But
be in there.
if I wasn't up now, I wouldn't take this because I'm just literally shorting the absolute lows.
Mhm.
But yeah. So I feel like we could come up to like here. Yeah, I'm
So
definitely gonna get stopped.
are you looking at ES?
I've got it on the chart, yeah. I've got it
Okay,
here.
so we'll just look at ES, right? And this is how my brain will work for you guys, so that way you guys understand what I'm looking at, right? So ES, and I'm looking at Z, okay, just to be clear. So with Z, right, a good opportunity to find a position would be somewhere between the 8 and 24 or just the 24 tap, right? My invalidation will be the 5-minute close of the 15th minute, right? I can definitely self-invalidate where I feel like there isn't going to be any there. But the question is, do you accept that? Because to be honest, the cleaner play would be like a wick into the VWAP again and then a close. But you may not get that, right? You may not even get it because that's what look at it right there. Because the reason why I said in between the 8 and 24 because the delta is so weak pushing up. Like you had that block at 366 on H, right? You did not have it on Z, but no follow through. So to me, that could be just a stop or somebody taking a closing position. I don't think I saw it on the tape. I'm not 100% sure. So there it is right there. So anyone that took it on a market in, you're basically with the trend. You might be on TP1 already because you want to get the front run of the low and now you have a runner, right? So there are times where I will enter in between an 8 and 24 and a 1 minute only because the 5-minute looks so clean, right? So just so everyone understands that. So and that's something I just walked you guys through, okay? So I already saw that ahead of time as this thing was coming back up. So I hope you guys understand that. But like I said, the better play would have been back into VWAP and then a close of a 5-minute, like almost like a gravestone, another gravestone on that. That would be much cleaner where I can hold it all the way under like definitely taking out 17, right? I would be super convicted that would take out 17, right? Right now it's, fighting, right? Because it's trying to reestablish that trend. NASDAQ is looking super weak. It looks like it's already leading because it's taken out those lows. Will ES follow it, right? You still got 2 minutes on that 5-minute, right? Because if NASDAQ closes under those wicks on the 5-minute candle, right, it will absolutely bring ES with it.
Yeah, I same kind of thought process, but just a bit too aggressive. I had my stop.
Yeah.
I got ticked out basically.
Mm-hmm. See, like if you took that play earlier, you should have TP'd one or fully closed, and then you would be stopped right here, right? And you'll be like, man, I should have kept a runner if it dropped, or you'll be like, man, I should have closed. The difference is, right? Remember how I said the 5 minutes much better because it has a bigger potential. You're entering on a 1 minute, right? Why do some people enter on a 1 minute and not have a 1 minute target TP? Blows my mind, right? Now, if you've already said to yourself, hey, I'm going to enter 1 minute because I see the potential of this falling, then I'm not gonna hate you for it. And I'm gonna be like, oh, that was dumb. No, that's fine. But more often than not, that's not what people do. They just like a further target for whatever reason. Like, I just don't understand it, right? Because that move right there was literally, if it was a mini, gave you at least 100 to 150 just on TP1 with one mini on ES, because it definitely was 3 points, right? So I'm just like, what I'm trying to basically put out here, right, is what is your expectation on your trade when you're trading 1 minute, when you're clearly not closing under those like demand lows, because ES is looking like it's making a higher low right now on 5 minute, and then Nasdaq is just protecting that demand zone, right? So like I said, there was still that case for that 30. So you have to recognize all those scenarios that can play out. You can't just simply see a 1 minute gravestone on the 25th minute, like, oh my gosh, that was it. That's the play. No, it's a 1 minute candle. Like, it means nothing. All it is, it just gives you momentum for the current play. So take the advantage of it. If that was your plan, right? You should have been entered just above 23, right? And then your target is front running always those local lows, and it gave you that target easily, right? So now if you can expand on that same knowledge, like the way I traded that 1 minute into your 5, into your 30, there should be no excuse as to how you understand markets playing out, right? Because anyone looking at that 30-minute candle, right, from earlier before I left, when I said after B, hey, this probably going to chop out, doesn't understand that. Look at it like a 1 minute. What are the chances of what's happening next, right? Just look at a very, very impulsive 2 minute drop. It doesn't normally just continue dropping, especially if the EMAs are overextended. It'll pull back into it. So like, that's what I mean by like the data, man. Like, I don't know why people, they come up with these crazy scenarios, but the data's in front of them, but they just continue to ignore it. Blows my mind. I wish that wick was higher on ES, because that looks so much better now.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna chase it though. I'll just
Yeah,
try
definitely. See,
just
I
keep
would not
waiting.
chase that either. I would definitely not chase that. And those are the moments where, like, oh man, I missed it. It's okay.
Yeah.
Because you know why? If anyone remembers, I said I don't have a problem shorting under 20, because that's confirming that it's going to take out that at least go for a double bottom, right? So if you think 20, and then let's say you front run the previous day value area low for a double bottom, what is that? 20 to 12. That's 8 points. That's not enough for you? Why are you so greedy, right? So yeah, just visualize it. Let's say this thing freaking closes into 17. You now have a confirmed lower high at 26. You have the rollover VWAP trap, right? And then you have the pivot on the 26. Now find an invalidation on that 5 minute candle that's engulfing that move to the upside, right? That's assuming it closes into like 20 or 18, right? Which would be nice. Still has 2 minutes left.
Yeah, I got stopped twice on these wicks. One there and one there. That's savage. Probably wait for the 24, I think, at this point.
On the 1 minute. Now
Uh,
here's a good way to look at it, right? If you're looking at the 24 backtest on the 1 minute, what would the 5 minute look like if it got there?
well, this would
Shitty.
yeah, probably a
It would
half
look like a
bar.
hammer. So I don't know that. See, got to think about that, right? I mean, is it a bad play? Nah, not really. But for me, the invalidation would have to be 26. The issue is it can still go to VWAP around 27, 28 and still be a valid 5 minute play if it goes up there and closes as a gravestone again, right? So are you willing to take that risk? That's fine. I mean, I'm not against it. I don't think it's a bad play. But remember, getting to the 24 right? Which is around on the 1 minute, which is around like surprisingly 24, right? 68.24. You have to visualize how that 5 minute is going to be looking like. It's going to start looking like a hammer, right? It's like closing as a buy wick hammer, right? Even if it's red, right? So are you okay? Like, are you going to keep the invalidation on the 15th minute, 5 minute close at what's that, 29? Right? Will you hold an entry at 24 and then wait for the reaction for VWAP? I mean, it's not bad because you have a 5 minute play, right? But I wouldn't like set a limit there unless I'm super convicted that that 29 is going to hold, right? That's the questions you have to always ask, right? Because remember, you saw the move. This is why I know you were thinking, at least some people, right? Oh my gosh, 5 minute looks like it's going to close. So I'm going to enter on the 24. Okay, I'm not sharpshooting your idea. Like I said, I think it's a fine idea, but are you what is this? Considering that possibility that if it does go to the 24 in the 1 minute, what will your 5 minute look like? Right? I hope you were thinking about it. Like, hey, that's going to look like a hammer. Obviously, it is a much better close now.
Yeah, now it'd be a halfback, right? Like,
Yeah, now it can be like, now this is not bad, right? The 24 test here is not bad, right? Earlier
this
during
is
that
what I was
developing
wondering.
5 minute, that was more risky, right? Even on NASDAQ, remember earlier we said, I don't have a problem shorting under 120, right? The NASDAQ was actually much cleaner, I'll be honest with you, than earlier because NASDAQ hit the 24 rather than ES. That's why I have both 1 minute up. It flagged into the 24, right? You're under the 1 minute, the 1 minute average. 5 minute was OTFing to the downside. No closes above the 8. It closed under the 24. I think that was a great play. Like anything around 120, 122. But then people will tell you, don't short under PD low. I'm like, okay, it's fine, good rules, but I'm gonna be here making money. You know, like, because let's say your entry was at 120, 121, even like let's say 119, right? You're front running the local lows at 110. 9-10 point move, scalp. Let's say open with 2, TP1, and then you have a little slight runner, which probably would have gotten stopped already if you didn't close even deeper on that last push down.
It was the short.
Now your 5 minute is there's your there's your
Yeah.
24 test, right? But
on both.
you would have to had limited in there, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
My minutes
With the stop loss entry instantly. It would have to be a stop loss where
I
these
should
are
have
those
checked.
trades where I either close instantly once I see profit, right? Or I stop loss entry with knowing there's a strong possibility of getting stopped. Because
Yeah.
basically this move right here, this is what you call a momentum based play, right?
It's not
You're
in.
entering in knowing the momentum is weakening and it should roll over and fall very quickly. You're giving it that opportunity. If it doesn't, oh well. But you're recognizing that it can stop you out before the move happens, right? I never, okay, ever take a momentum based play without a stop loss entry and then DCA my way up. That is like textbook, like one stop ticket to blow account city. Don't do it. Okay? Do not do it. So like let's say this is like a distribution, right? This entire zone is a distribution. This is like we call this the mark zone, right? But where you can see on the mark zone, like in a demand area where it's like weakening, where it can like free fall and just start falling, you take that breakout, quote unquote, because it looks like it's starting to roll over on momentum based to where the trend will in fact start, right? So you're taking it initiatively, so very aggressive, like you're limiting in, right? You see profit, stop loss entry because you're giving it an opportunity to play out. And this is something I shared with Tam, right? I told him, hey, I take trades like that all the time, right? And stop loss entry because, but oftentimes, like let's say I'm in green haven't been stopped yet, and I told myself, hey, I'm going to give this like a minute or two. If it hasn't played out, I'm out, right? So, like for instance, let's say you were stop loss entry already, and you didn't get stopped on that 1 minute 24 backtest. You have stop loss entry. You're in profit. I said I'm going to give it about a minute or two. If it doesn't fall, I'm out, because time does matter, right? Because algos and price are showing you are giving you opportunity. Are there going to be markets flooding in, providing continuation? If the answer is no, that I gave them the opportunity, I'm out. And it's always, at least for me, like statistically, it saved me more than I don't want to say from losing a trade, right? But it's saved me more opportunities of taking profits that would have been left on the table if I were to keep it. You know, so this is just a observation of mine, okay? Observation of mine. This is nowhere near judgment on anyone. But when people take momentum based plays, right, and they take an entry with a stop loss entry, but they're clearly not getting what they wanted. One thing, number one, they're not understanding they're taking a momentum based play. So therefore, why are you waiting so long? And number two, it's almost like borderline hope. That's not a strategy. So you don't know how you're trading. So you have no business trading a momentum based play. So understand that, right? Because visualize the 5, right? Visualize the 5, how it was supposed to roll over, and you're giving it, and it gave you that perfect reaction. Because what are the rules? I always say, right? How does a trend start to formulate? The 8 is being protected with new lows, and then the 24 new low. And then you get another back test of the 24. It should be making a new low, right? If it doesn't, why would you continue to add or not stop loss entry? Because you're now going to be red, because it's going to try to flip the trend towards the upside, right? Or at least pull back into a higher time frame trend reversal, which is the 24 on the 5, right? Slash VWAP on ES. That's how the waterfall method works, right? If your 30-minute is bearish, right, any reversal pattern is simply a pullback until the higher time frame reverses as well. So let's say your 24 is above your 8 on the 30. Your 24 is above your 8 on the 5. Your 24 is above your 8 on your 1. What are we looking at? Down. We are not looking up ever. If you're looking up, I'm sorry to say, you need a new profession, right? Because you are not better than trillions of dollars. I'm sorry, right? So now that, let's say the 1 minute is crossing, okay, what do we do? Okay, we're starting to formulate a rollover, right? Like what Tam calls, oh, it's a little curler, right? So now we look to the next time frame above it. Okay, where are we going to find a possible cross on the next time frame? 5 minute, right? So where is the last line of defense for the bears on the 5 minute? The 24. What are we hitting on NASDAQ? The 24. So is it continuation? Answer is yes. You're obviously seeing it play out. Now let's say the 24 doesn't hold on the 5 minute, right? And it closes above the 8 and closes above the 24. What do? Well, now we have a 1 minute play. Wait, Rivalry, you said it's 35-1. Yes, it is still a 35-1, right? Because your 30-minute is developing. You have a 5 minute play now. You have a 5 minute invalidation because the 5 minute is no longer trending. You now have a 1 minute because you are now the 8 is above the 24 on the 1. Look for a long. Is it really that difficult for everyone? Right? But for some reason, they are just so enamored by, look at that green candle. Look at that reaction. Remember those statements from the other group? Oh, it's the reaction. Like, I don't care about the reaction. The reaction, I could care less, right? I'm gonna follow the money, right? Follow the money, follow the data, and then take a piece of that move because you have confidence in that move because everyone's with you. Okay? Look at that. Yeah,
Barcoding.
face.
Dude,
That's blue steel right there, bro.
it's literally blue steel.
So now that you're seeing that that rejection off the 24 on the 5, what we want to see, right, is this another aggressive trend formulating? So take a look at the 8 to see if the 8 is continuously making brand new lows. Okay. And then if it doesn't, check to see if there's a reaction on the 24. If there isn't, guess what? It probably is going to test that 5-minute high again. Right. So just be careful. Like that's how you establish that trend. So, you know, and at least locally, like this is the way I trade my zone, right? My zone are in diagonal patterns, either to the upside or to the downside. I don't like trading horizontal patterns or like zones, right? Mine are escalator up, escalator down, not elevators, right? Don't like elevators. I like
Like I've stopped
escalators.
3 times in a row on the same price. Like every one of these 1-minute highs, like on the 24. That's savage.
In profit, at least though, like
No,
protected.
not really time to protect, to be honest, but every one of these highs, right idea, but just by ticks, literal ticks. I don't know if you can see that mark. 125, all those like wicks.
No, sorry, buddy. I'm watching the winning screen.
You know what
Oh,
I would recommend for you, bro? Bro,
dude.
what I recommend for you, honestly, is to look at both because sometimes NASDAQ is far more clean than ES. Usually it's ES, right? But I'll be honest with you, looking at both of these charts, NASDAQ is far more clean and far more easier to read. So when, at least for today, okay, just for today, the majority of the time the ES is, right? But as far as where we're rejecting, like if you look at NASDAQ at 171 on the Z contract was a VWAP rejection, right? And then you rolled over on PD value area low and PD low, right? And now you're, starting to build value below the 8 bearishly, and you're backtesting the 24 bearishly. 1 minute's even clean as well, right? As far as ES, the only real clean trade was that if you entered in, let's say, remember that trade, what we talked about on ES earlier? It's like, yeah, you can enter on the 24 if you want, right? Which is at 23, right? 23.50, but you're more than welcome to have a DCA on the 24 EMA on the 5, but are you willing to let it go that high? Now let's say you had an entry at 23.50 and then also around the peak or even a little late at 26. Will you be in profit? And the answer is yes, right? You should have already TP'd the local low at 19 and you should have a potential runner, right? Because why? You're trading the 5-minute invalidation, and what did we say that was? Right? The 15th minute of this hour. Have we been invalidated yet? The answer is no. So all of this whole chop on the 1 minute that everyone's getting absolutely bodied on, right? I mean, granted, it's still you're still getting the road mileage, which I think is fine.
Speak
Did
for
you still have a
yourself.
5-minute play formulating? And the answer is yes, right? That you had the 5-minute invalidation. My 5-minute invalidation has not changed. You guys have not heard me say, hey, this is a new pivot. No, our pivot is freaking 15th minute, right? It's been there the entire time, right? So has not changed. Okay, I will let you know if it does. Even from the bottom, right? From the bottom, like if we get a pivot on the, if I feel like it doesn't mean I'm right. It's just saying, hey, this looks like a good pivot, right? To me, remember the pivots video. Hey, we're counting right now, right? We're counting because on this 5-minute chart on ES, right? Obviously, you have one which is at 06, you have 2 at 45, and then you have a higher low on the double bottom, right? Now, locally, because we're kind of chopping here, right? You can utilize the 30-minute sweep from earlier because it was a bear controlled node at 86, right? That's why I was like, okay, where's the node right now? Yes, you can go higher, but it's not ideal 30-minute wise to look for a 30-minute pivot to the upside without double bottoming again, only because you're under a bear controlled node. Where was the 5-minute close under that bear controlled node? Right there on minute 15, right? It was at 29, right? And it closed under VWAP. There's your pivot. That to me now, right? The way I'm looking at this, right, would be from 17 to 31, right? And that's the range, right? You have your 1, 2. This is on this triangle. Okay. I'll even draw it for you guys. This is the way I'm looking at it, right? This is the triangle on the ES. One of these are going to break.
I hate triangles, man.
Yeah, but the triangles can be fairly easy, right? Because now that you see that, because this is what I was visualizing, where's the resistance? Where's the pivot for the resistance? And to me, it's that gravestone doji, because it's literally closing under that node. But why are we holding on this trend line? Like, because be like, oh my gosh, look, my trend line's amazing. Because there's a freaking bull controlled node there that I said like literally half an hour ago, right? So you're trading between both, which is why, right? Look, pattern recognition. You know, let's have, who has heard of the, you know, the triangle breakout? Like it's, and they draw that stupid little squiggly line where they draw the triangle and then it breaks to the downside.
Yeah, Mark
Why
does
would that work? Because you got the bear control, I mean, the bull controlled node at what? Around 1820, which is why I said why earlier. I don't have a problem shorting under 20, right? Because it's the triangle breakout. Like it's the same thing. So I'm looking at this no different than somebody else who's trading trend lines, right? And invalidations, but I have data to support the idea now, right? There's conviction behind it. Same thing on the triangle breakout, right? To the upside. Look, the trend line's holding, guys. We're so amazing. Like TA, like the like hashtag don't doubt trend lines, right? But it's like, oh my gosh. So now our 30-minute looks like it's going to play out to the 24, right? Looks good because there's that bull controlled node at 366. I'll even show you. Okay, look. There's your bull controlled node. Look, you had the what? This is corresponding because this has more volume, but I'm trading. Okay, the price is different. Don't worry about the previous week value area high. That's incorrect. Okay, don't worry about that. I probably should have turned that off because I don't want to confuse anyone.
Do you have that node
That-
in
that's
like
huge.
normal candlesticks, Rivalry?
I'm sorry, say again.
Do you have that node in normal candlesticks so I can sort of like
If
marry it up?
I scroll away, yeah. I mean that you can't see the body there.
So it's about.
So I'll show it to you on normal candlesticks. I just have to scroll away. So
Think I've
this
got
is what it
here.
looks like. Normal candlesticks look like that. So if you look at that, right? That is what? A 30-minute, that looks like a 30-minute bulldog to me. Double bottom, creating the head. Right? So you could look at this as so many different ways, but at the end of the day, I'm looking at it no different than everyone else, right? And I am recognizing everyone else's trading methodology, which is why I'm not an elitist. I mean, I'm biased to rotations and footprint, 100%, but I'm not going to ignore someone else's trading pattern, right? Bulldog is what? Pattern recognition via candlestick. Trend lines are what? Trend line triangles is what? Pattern recognition based on trend line and shape, right? So does it work? Yeah, absolutely. Because you know where you're invalidated, where you know where you're wrong. But, you know, remember what I said, you know, Eric says it all the time, and I love it, right? Confluence is not multiple levels, it's multiple styles, right? So everybody's seeing the same. So let's say that triangle breakout, right? It does a little stupid sweep and starts breaking to the downside. Did the triangle play out, guys? Was it a triangle pattern that played? No, yes. But the conviction is what? Because you lost the node under 20, right? And the reason why I'm reading footprint on the H contract is because those are where the new orders are. This is the general idea of it, okay? Because H is the new contract, the current one, right? So all the orders that are being placed here, right, are trading for that future. I'm not really looking at Z contract anymore in terms of footprint because I have to take it with a grain of salt that let's say there's a node or a footprint or a block that is built there that could just be rolling over to H because they do have to switch over, right? So any position that is pulled on H via the footprint, I can confirm will still, like, let's say, for instance, let's say this thing makes a new all-time high. that means whoever's down here is still going to be down here with the new all-time high a month from now. Okay, so that's why I'm reading H, if that makes sense to people. Okay, because somebody who's trading, if you're trying to interpret the delta and the footprint on Z by by Friday, right? They cannot hold that position anymore, so it's irrelevant of what you're reading there. Okay.
Ooh, there we go.
Look
That
at
was
that.
very
Oh,
quick.
wow. It's rejecting at 87. The trend line's holding, guys. It's really holding. But all that is like a rejecting at what? 87, where that bear controlled node is. Okay. Tell me again that this is not a node that's being controlled. Like is it subjective? Absolutely. Okay? It's absolutely subjective. I want to be very clear. But it doesn't change the fact that there is statistical relevance to why I'm seeing it. Because
Did you
look
get
at it. It's the POC of that freaking 30-minute candle. You don't think you're going to get some sort of reaction? Right?
that short, Mark?
No. I'm
Ooh.
waiting for lower actually.
I was
I've pulled
Look,
deadly
another
fast.
test
1,
of the
2 in there
24
anyway.
on NASDAQ.
2.
Right? Haters will say that trend lines don't work.
I was waiting for the confirmation of my confirmation.
Me too. Yeah, I've got the
Tori would
exact
be
same
proud,
lines.
guys. Eric, Tori would be so proud of me on this drawing. So, which is why, like, that's what's hilarious,
Wow.
right? Like, this is absolutely like insane. Like, I hope you understand why that block is being respected. Okay, we said it earlier. Just to reiterate, bear controlled node at 87, bull controlled node around 20. Okay, which is why you're creating that triangle right now, right? Nasdaq is absolutely more bearish, right? Because it's starting to hug that 24 and it's starting to roll over. But just understand, guys, like anyone who teaches you like, hey, I'm gonna load here and I'm gonna scale in, stay away. Stay away. Don't do it. Okay. The reason for that is because I personally, for me, okay, I just don't think they know where how price and value are working, right? Because this is simply just value being created, and when the move is ready to happen, because somebody's in control. Because right now this is a gigantic node, okay, and you have no idea if whether or not it's bull or bear controlled overall, right? But I can tell you, right, because there's a bear controlled node at the wick high of that 5-minute candle, and there's a bull controlled node at the bottom of the quote unquote trend line. If it breaks to the downside, it's going to go very volatile to the downside, right? Likely front running or double bottoming the local low, which will be a very easy trade, right? So you just wait. Breaks to the upside, right? At the although you still don't want to assume that it's a full-on reversal, it's still running into the 24. It needs a lot more conviction in order for it to continue much higher, because at the end of the day the 24 is above the 8 on the 30-minute. You shouldn't be even looking for higher. Okay, absolutely no reason.
I'm gonna call it there. 400 for the stream. For
That's
whatever I'm
good.
doing.
That's amazing.
And I'm tired. Sleepy. Oh god. And I got some really, really bad stop.